Alright Welders fans, you witnessed it live and now you can treasure it forever with your very own copy of the Tillysman Park Massacre, featuring in-game commentary from the goal scorers, including Napoleon reminiscing about his first minute free kick. Well, their bloody goalkeeper called me a kangaroo shagger in the tunnel, so I thought, alright Potato Dick, have a shag on this. So call 1-800-Welders to reserve your copy today. Today. Oh, we smashed them. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 8, Episode 12 here at H&W Welders on The Impossible Dream, and today we're going to be playing Glentoran in the league. It's a chance for us to absolutely 100%, I think, almost mathematically seal up third in the league, and then it is new Portadown, isn't it? Portadown in the Irish Cup semi-final, and well, we're in that because of this magnificent performance against Larne last episode. Let's just bathe in the glory of it one more time. Absolutely stunning. I still can't quite believe it happened, and I still don't know why it happened. But it did. Fantastic, and, well, they can never take that away from us, can they? Now, there is one game to catch you up on since last episode, on the field, obviously. So let's go and do that right now. It was in the Premiership. It was against newly promoted Bainbridge Town. Let's see if we could get 3 more points. Napoleon gave us a first half lead, and then he secured the points in the second half. So there we go, it was Napoleon. We were so comfortable in this game. They never really threatened us, and we can see from the XG tracker, we just kept creating chances. We should have scored more, to be honest. But there was no need to panic because it was, it was as comfortable as it gets. Now, with that result, let's have a quick look first up at the league, and we can see that while we were doing that, Linfield actually lost to Glentoran. Now, that is 6 points now, the gap. We know we have to play Linfield one more time in this championship split group. If we win that, that's potentially 3 points. Goal difference isn't going to help us here, but there's a chance. You know, Larne beat Linfield, you never know. Maybe there is an outside chance of second here, but as you can see here, with a win over Glentoran today, that would go out from 8 points to 11 points, and that is just about mathematically done there. Not quite, but just about. Now, one other thing. With that result against Bainbridge Town, we have set a new club record for points in a season, so that's good. That shows that we are really making some good progress. So it's already, with just the championship group not yet begun, a record points total for us. And also, if we look down here, games without losing, we set a new record for that. So an active run of 11 games unbeaten. So things are looking good. They're all moving in the right direction for us. Let's have a look and see what we're doing here against Glentoran. We're expecting a 4-4-2 from them, and this is the team we're sending out. It's Taylor in goal. It's McCullough, Sobowale, Williams, and Lyons as the back four. McQuaid and Cundell in midfield. It's King, Napoleon, and Fitzpatrick in behind Cargbo. And, well, let's get out there. Alright, so we can see the team sheets there. I don't recognise too many names on their team sheet. Let's have a look here. Pick up where we left off last time. Let's go out there and relax, boys. Let's point our fingers, say we have faith in them, and, yeah, see what we can do. It's one of these games, isn't it, where, I mean, a loss doesn't necessarily, I mean, we'd be 5 points ahead of them. You'd like to think we'll be able to see that out anyway, but obviously with Linfield and Larne there, I think we've both ourselves and Glentoran have shown that we can beat them. So we just want to be a little bit careful that we don't let them catch us for third. But what a loss will do is absolutely, categorically end any chance we have of second. We cannot afford to be dropping points if we are going to catch Linfield. I think that pretty much goes without saying. Taylor off his line quickly there to claim that. Gets it forward. Cargbo is in the vicinity, but not close enough. And Cundell's read that like a book. Here we go. Cundell, he's got Napoleon and King on his outside. Come on, King. He's got Fitzpatrick getting forward. King has a go, and it is blocked away. Or saved, as it is otherwise known. Let's keep encouraging them. Just a quick reminder, we will be voting on your Viewers Player of the Year in between the two games. Sobowale. So thank you everybody who did nominate, and as I said, we will be voting on that in between the two games, so make sure that you don't miss out on that. Napoleon with a corner. Decent. It is claimed by the goalkeeper though. And the longer this game goes on, it looks as though we are just starting to get on top a little bit, but Glentoran have a chance here. King intercepts that. Lyons clears it up towards Cargbo. He brings it down. Does he have any support? Fitzpatrick should be getting forward. He goes short there for Napoleon. Napoleon's got King. He doesn't really doesn't use him. There for McQuaid. Cargbo out. Oh, that's an interesting pass, but Fitzpatrick's done well. It's ricocheted out to McCullough. Can he get a cross in? Cargbo, get yourself in the penalty spot, mate. Here we go. Napoleon, back to Fitzpatrick. Can he find a finish? No, he can find the goalkeeper. And it is still 0-0. We'll go and have a corner. Napoleon will take it. And can he find the head of Cargbo? Another decent one. It's headed away again, though. McQuaid will pick that up. And what can we do with that? Oh, looking for King in behind. Unlucky, perhaps. Let's give it a demand more next shout. See if we can go and get the lead before half-time here. I think we've deserved it. I feel like we've been the better team. We're not going to go and do something silly like concede from a free kick, though, are we? No, only just, though. And is that going to be half-time? It looks as though it is, and there we go. So 0-0 at the break. It's a result that would all but seal third for us, but it would also end any chances we had of second. What do we say? Do we point the finger and say that we've been the better team here? We'll fist pump, say we have faith in them, and hopefully go and get this goal. We do have McDade on the bench. We could look to take Cargbo off for McDade. I do wonder a little bit if we could use his pace up there. Fitzpatrick's cross is blocked away. Oh, it's a terrible goalkeeping error, and Cargbo has made him pay. He's tucked it away, a 15th of the season. He could barely miss, to be honest. Wonderful stuff, and that is 1-0, and they've absolutely gifted it to us. McCullough to Napoleon. Fitzpatrick's attempted cross was sort of blocked away. It found its way to McCullough. Goalkeeper has made a complete meal of it. And Cargbo has gobbled that meal up, hasn't he? All right, 1-0. Can we go and get a second that would all but kill off the game, you would imagine? Who's not playing well? Fitzpatrick is nervous and not playing well. So what we might do is... we've got Curry on the bench. We can switch them around. You can just go back as an out-and-out winger. And we'll make that change. Napoleon on a booking and not playing particularly well is not ideal. We've got a free kick to defend here, and that is off the post. It's off the line. Oh, we have dodged bullets. Several of them there. Do I have O'Hare on the bench? What we could do is take off Napoleon and stick in a defensive midfielder. Curry with a header away. Not completely clear. Kundell brings him down, and we're going to have another free kick to defend here. I don't have O'Hare on the bench. Why don't I have O'Hare on the bench? They have moved to a much more attacking lineup now. Let's go a little bit less attacking ourselves. Let's just start and close this thing down a little bit. McQuaid not playing particularly well. We're struggling to hold on to this, aren't we? McCullough gets it clear. Lyons, can he clear it up? He can. Kundell, nice ball laid off there for Curry. We've got a lot of players forward here. Curry loses out, and that's going to cost us, isn't it? We're doing our best to get back, but they have a lot of players in attacking areas. Lyons has sold himself up the river there, and there is the equaliser. He's offside. We have, again, dodged a bullet. Focus, boys. Focus, focus, focus. McQuaid, you can come off for Murray. And we'll leave it at that. Let's take Cargbo off for McDade. Let's just get him up there as an advance forward. The game's going to end before I do all this, isn't it? Let's go ultra defensive. And, well, we've ridden our luck. There's no doubt about that. But we've got away with a 1-0 win. It should have been more. But it could also have been drop points, wasn't it? A bit of a let-off there, boys. So, Larne and Linfield have also won. And what do they say about a team playing not their best and getting a 1-0 win? We were gifted that goal, but we did get it, and that is not the worst thing that could have happened to us. And goalkeeper man of the match as well. He did well. Fantastic. All right, guys, wait right there. It is a cup semi-final up next, and of course before that, you'll be voting for your Viewers Player of the Year. Okay, welcome back. Now it is time to vote on your Viewers Player of the Year award. Now the way this works is everybody who has nominated, and thank you for everybody who did, what I've done is I've taken the people that had the most nominees, and then to split any tie breaks, I've taken the players with the highest average match rating. So, in alphabetical order, the first nominee is Ray Fitzpatrick, or Ray Fitzhattrick as we dubbed him last episode. 15 goals for him this season, 7 assists, and an average match rating of 7.19. The second nominee is, of course, Hamzat Kagbo. 15 goals for him as well, 3 assists, and an average match rating of 7.34. The third nominee is Mick Dade. 16 goals for him. What a race we've got for the Golden Boot. 3 assists and an average match rating of 7.30. And the final nominee is the man, the myth, the legend, Napoleon. 13 goals for him, 12 assists, and an average... Excuse me, I'm choking with emotion here. An average match rating of 7.62. Now, as ever, there will be a link down at the very top of the description. Click on that. It'll take you through to a straw poll, and you can then vote for who you think has been our best player or your favorite player over this past season. And we'll announce the winner at next episode's end of season awards. Now, before we get to the semi-final here, we have had our youth intake, which is all very exciting. And in Paul Patterson, we may have got ourselves a very good young midfielder. Already, vision and work rate is quite good. Passing could use a little bit of work, but he's only 15. Determination, decision-making, composure is all fairly good. Physically, he's a bit of a shambles. He's unambitious, but we'll see what we can do with him. He could be a decent player. Two other possiblies or probables, another right back which we don't really need, but Will McGarvey, and also we have a goalkeeper in Jack Whelan, so we'll see how they develop. Then there's a lot of guys here that may or may not, I'm not going to go through all of them, as if and when they develop we'll sort of keep track on them. But yeah, I mean, even once they've played the trial game, these star ratings can change. So yeah, promising signs there. I'd say it's the best youth intake we've had in a little while. A lot of potential 3-star players there, and of course an Australian as well, who's completely rubbish, so we probably won't see him. But yeah, there we go. Now, as ever, I do like to name these guys after the Patreon. So if you are, I think it's tier 3, isn't it? If you are a tier 3 Patreon and you see somebody you like here, let me know, and we'll look to get those guys renamed for you. But we are all about a semi-final right now. Are we at home in this one, or is it a neutral venue? We'll find out in a second. But anyway, it's against Championship Portadown. They're currently third in the championship, so they're in. Well, they're not going to go up automatically, are they? They're very much third. So yeah, we'll see what happens in this one. We've got Larne versus Linfield as well. We want Larne to win that, don't we? Larne to win, please. Let's have a look and see what we're doing here. Now, the game is at OK pitch. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Don't know where the game... Sometimes. All right, so we're expecting a 4-2-3. Let's just quit and start again, shall we? All right, we're playing at OK pitch. I still don't know if it's where the game's at, but anyway, we'll find out. This is the lineup. It's Taylor in goal. We're going to give Robin a game at left back. We do have a league game against Carrick Rangers in sort of midweek, so I'm taking a few maybe selection risks here. So Robin at left back, Edgar, Williams and Hall make up the rest of the defence. It's McQuaid and it is Cundell in midfield. It is Curry, Simpson and Fitzpatrick with McDade playing up top. So let's get out there. Okay, so we're at the Oval, so it is a neutral venue. It's an okay pitch, as I've already, said, knowing exactly what I was doing and not thinking that was the name of the stadium. Couple of ex-players here, though. Aidan Lillis is in midfield for them. Jamie McDarby we had on loan for a little bit as well, so there's a few guys that could come back and haunt us that I've recognised straight away there. I did like Aidan Lillis, just didn't quite develop for us, did he? Just go out there, relax, boys. Go out there, relax. Play your game on an okay pitch, and let's hope we do well. And here we go. European football, again, sort of on the line here, isn't it? There's no way that that Coleraine or Crusaders are going to finish top 3. So yeah, this is it. You know, we have to win, or else we will at least at a minimum be going through a European playoff, unless we can run down Linfield for second, but that seems optimistic with a 6-point gap. Though if they were to lose to Larne, we beat them, there's 6 points. We then just need to make sure we beat Larne, don't we? Which we managed to do. Simpson tackled away. So there is maybe a little bit of a roadmap there for second, but it does definitely needs Larne to beat Linfield for us today. Bit of a long old highlight here. Can Edgar win that? He can. Out there for Curry. He goes back for Williams. Williams goes forward, looking for Simpson. Flick on there for Curry. Nice little flick on too. Curry with a crossfield ball. Fitzpatrick, McQuaid, Simpson, McDade. Simpson, McDade makes the run. McDade's in. McDade finds the back of the net, and 7 minutes in, and he has 17 goals now this season, and we're 1-0 up. And that is exactly the sort of start that we wanted, wasn't it? Little bit of just quick passing in here, a little bit of movement. This was nice, wasn't it? Simpson, McDade made the run. Simpson picked it out, and it's a stunning finish, isn't it? Just inside that post, and it's going to take a better keeper than Smith to save that. So there we go, 1-0. Excellent stuff. Now, one thing we did do coming into this one was work on defending set pieces, both corners and free kicks. I kind of figured that it's probably their best route to goal against this. So we've done that, and with someone like Lillis, we know that from his time with us that Lillis is quite good in the air. McDarby, who we had on loan, blocked away. McDarby, someone actually back in the championship I would have liked to have signed permanently. If you may or may not remember him, we had him on loan. It was either the first or second season, but we just could never quite get him back. Whether Lahn didn't want to loan him to us or he wanted too much money after he left them. Kundell, flick on there, and back to the goalkeeper. Long old highlights, aren't they? And is this Kundell doing his best to get back? They're pinging it around okay, aren't they? Lillis with a ball out there. Simon Hull is beaten, and Taylor makes the save. We did demand more, but we might need a little bit more again. Corner to defend. Now, we did do this in training. I will be super annoyed if we concede from a corner in this one. Headed away, though, by Curry. Fitzpatrick kind of waits for it. He had a chance to win that for us there, I think. Ball forward to no one. Taylor lets it go for a goal kick. And is that the highlight? Yes, it is. All right, I wonder if we just praise them again here. It's not been super convincing from us, has it? We do have options on the bench, a couple of the big guns. Napoleon is there, as is Cargbo. There's a good ball for Simpson. Simpson's got McDade unmarked in the middle. He goes himself and he finds the far post. Sean Simpson, Mr. X-ray vision, and it is a 9th of the season for him. That's 2-0, and that should see them off, shouldn't it? Championship team. Nice little pass there, wasn't it, from Fitzpatrick? Found Simpson in space. I thought maybe the ball to McDade was on, but he had other ideas. Again, the goalkeeper's not covered himself in glory. But Simpson did what he had to do. Found the back of the net. 2-0. And that is happy days. One thing we might look to do, particularly if we can get another goal now and go 3 up, I would like to try and rest McQuaid and Kundell if I can for Carrick Rangers midweek. We do have a little bit of a hectic run in the league. Here we go. Fitzpatrick's in here. Can Fitzpatrick find the back of the net? No, he can't. So I'm a little bit torn. I think a lot of what we do will depend actually on what the result is between Lahn and Linfield, because I think we've got Carrick Rangers and then Lahn. So we're going to need our strongest team out against Lahn. What do we want to say to this? Probably capable of better. Yeah, I think we're capable of better. I don't think that's an unfair thing to say to them. Yeah, so it's whether we go full strength against Carrick Rangers and hope that it's and then sort of hope that we can back up against Lahn, or whether we go sort of rotated against Carrick Rangers, hope that it's enough, and then go full strength against Lahn. Fitzpatrick with a good one, but it's saved away by Smith. Between Fitzpatrick and Napoleon, we've certainly got a couple of decent free kick takers in our team, don't we? Kundell is not playing well and he's on a booking, so let's get Anthony O'Hare on for him. 25 minutes to play. Can we get to that first? We can. Robin's done really well. Couldn't quite find a teammate with the clearance though, but that's okay. Here we go. McDade picks out the run of Fitzpatrick. Does he have a chance at goal this time? He's not got his goal-scoring boots on today, does he? We saw last episode absolutely brilliant against Lahn with his hat-trick, and he's just not done it for us today. Substitute has been made. Curry runs it out. That was silly, wasn't it? He's not having a great game, actually, Curry, but anyway. Hall with a throw for Curry. Blocked away. Hall chips it in. It's claimed by the goalkeeper. I wonder if it was a save or if Simpson got there first, or if the keeper got there first. Either way, doesn't really matter. Here we go with Fitzpatrick. Maybe he'd look to pass this time, mate. No, he goes himself again. We'll give it a demand more. Fitzpatrick with a corner, headed away. We look a little sloppy now, don't we? It is only 2-0, so we've got to be a little bit careful here. And that's nothing doing there. Nobody else on the bench I particularly want to give game time to. Mainly because I did pick us anywhere that I rested a first team player. I did sort of pick their I did pick that first team player on the bench. Fitzpatrick, is he ever going to score a goal today? How many shots has he had? Fitzpatrick, another one, again Lillis away at the near post, but again that's his strength. We knew that from his time with us. And how has he developed actually? Well, we'll have a look. Let's just do it now. The game's ticking by. He hasn't. Is the short answer there. So we've done the right thing letting him go there, clearly. Let's give them some praise, try and build a little bit of confidence here. But it's been a very, very comfortable semi-final. We will be going to the final, and we will be ending the season, hopefully, with a chance for a second trophy. There's a ball for McDade. Can he put the icing on the cake? No. It's not been a good performance. It's been very sloppy, hasn't it? We really could have and should have put them to the sword here. But between, that miss from McDade, Fitzpatrick's had about 20 chances himself. And we've just not been able to quite manage to do it. But we've been more than good enough here. And with 20-odd seconds to play, can we finally get the third goal? Curry nicely brought down on the thigh. Ball forward, but it's again lacking in quality. We're going to have to be better in the final, aren't we? Whether it be Coleraine or Crusaders, we're going to have to be better. Hall's not covered himself. Hall's starting to look a little bit below our standard all of a sudden, isn't he? He was arguably our best defender last season. He was brilliant, especially in that European run. He did some wonderful things, but this season he's not quite been to that same standard. There we go. So it's done. It's 2-0. We're into the final. It's not been a classic performance from us, but we've been more than good enough there. So there we go. We hammer Portadown. We really were a little bit too strong for them, weren't they? What is his problem? Angry at losing to Villain. Now, the big question that I have here, he had 100% shots on target. He just maybe I was a little bit harsh on him. I don't know. He had 6 key passes. He didn't play badly. He just, maybe you would have liked to have seen him take 1 or 2 of those chances of his. Now, Linfield-Larne, what happened there? All right, so Larne did get the win. So with a game in hand, we are 6 points back of Linfield, and potentially, and I stress potentially, it's all to play for there. What we'll do is we'll skip ahead a day here, see who it is we're going to be playing in the final, and then we'll come back and wrap everything up. So there we go. It will be Coleraine in the final. So that's going to be an interesting game for us. But let's have a quick look here and see what we come back for. Now, what I think we'll do, if it looks as though it's going to come down to these final 2 games, basically I think it depends on this Larne result. If we're within... Well, 3 points doesn't help us because the goal difference, does it? So if we're within 2 points or more, or 2 points or less, sorry, before this final game of the year, we'll come back for the Linfield game. If not, I'll just play through to the end, and it will be a cup final next episode. So that's all. That's all for then, guys. If you've enjoyed that, hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We've had a good season here. Let's hope we can cap it off with an Irish Cup and guaranteed European football. And well, if I don't see you before that, oh, could we get top 2? Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Hopefully not for a cup final, actually. Hopefully for a chance to beat Linfield and go second in the league. Take care. Don't forget to vote for your player of the year as well.